Hello, welcome back. For today's video I have a Primark haul. So I'm going to start off with the sit downy bits first and then I'll go ahead and do the try on haul after that. I picked up a lot of makeup. Like, they had a load of really nice looking makeup in and some really good looking dupes. So I couldn't resist. I picked up pretty much a full face. So I'm going to do a makeup review. Probably do it next week actually. I'm quite excited to get stuck into it. Oh, I got these nails as well. How pretty are these? Look at those. They're quite bridal, aren't they? But I don't really care. I just thought they were nice. And this is like embossed. These ones I'm wearing are from, excuse my hands, I did a tan last night and I've not properly washed it off yet. I thought I had, but you know, when like you rinse it off and then you're like, oh, I'm getting darker again. Yeah, I'm in that phase at the moment. But anyway, yeah, these are like embossed, so they're kind of like I suppose that, no, they are 3D, but they're not like, you know, really, you won't catch them on anything, if you know what I mean. But they were £3.50. So for Primark, for makeup, I picked up this foundation here. I have been dying to get my hands on this. I went into the Norwich Primark about 4 or 5 times just to get this. And every time they just didn't have it in. And I was like, oh, come on. And eventually I picked it up in the Peterborough store. Wouldn't recommend that Primark though, to be honest. It was a bit naff. But yeah, this one is the illuminating foundation with glycerin, squalane and hyaluronic acid. It's probably a dupe of something. I have to do a bit of research before I do the makeup video. But I got the shade Nugget, which is 2, or Nougat if you're posh. Then I also picked up this little powder compact thing. So this is a setting face powder from the PS Pro range as well. Now we're all good. I thought I stuck my nail in it then. So it's just a basic like transparent press powder here. And then we've got this really cute little puff. It's actually quite nice. That's actually a really nice puff, you know. So that one in there as well. I thought that was really cute. It's nice as well because it's obviously got the puff in it and you've got the powder. It's really good for travel, isn't it? So that one was, oh, I've taken the plastic off this. Yeah, that one was £5. I've taken the plastic off so I could show you easier on camera. So I'm going to have to refer back to my receipt. I didn't say how much this was, did I? £7 for that one. And then I picked up this, which looked quite interesting. I love the shape of this. It's like a pebble. Yeah, this is the PS Pro Blush Satin Finish. However, it's in the shade bronze, or as it says on the back, orange. I didn't see it. I'm looking pretty orange at the moment, actually. And yeah, it kind of slides out like this. That's pretty cool, isn't it? But I looked at that and I thought that would actually make quite a nice bronzer, like a shimmery bronzer, which I don't normally go for, but I'll swatch it for you. I did swatch it in the shop and it didn't look like too overpoweringly like shimmery. It actually looks really nice. Almost like, I suppose, a bronze blush, if you know what I mean, a bit of both. But yeah, that one was £4. Also picked up one of these, which are almost identical packaging wise anyway to the Foy pudding pots. I've got loads of those. I love them. They're a K-Beauty brand, Foy, and they were like the original ones that did the pudding pots. And loads of people have tried to dupe them. I've had a couple that have been quite good. So we've got the frosted glass at the bottom here, and then the little twist off lid, and then it looks like that. I want to give it a little, oh, my nails are a bit long. Oh, it is very squidgy, like the Foy ones, I must say, which a lot of them haven't been when I've tried them. So yeah, I like that. Oh, it's very velvety. It does feel very similar, I'm not going to lie. And as I say, I've got quite a few of them. But yeah, quite excited to try that one. I don't know whether I'm going to put that one on my cheeks or my lips. I'll figure it out at the time. But yeah, that one was £3. Then I got one of these. So this is the Illuminating Concealer Pen. It's twisted. It's like in there. Let me get it out. Yeah, the Illuminating Concealer Pen, which is basically like the Touche Eclat one. So it'd be very interesting. I used to use that all the time. Absolutely loved it. Still do. It's just pricey, isn't it? And this one is with calendula extract, vitamin E and hyaluronic acid again. But yeah, £4 for that. So I'm really looking forward to trying that, because if it's anything like the Touche Eclat, then, you know, we're on to a winner there, aren't we, for £4. Also picked up this highlighter stick. So this is the PS highlighter stick, and this was £3. And it's just one of those basic, like, you know, the little domed ones. But I love these. I always say, but I use it, I've got it on now, I use it all the time. The Merit one is probably my favourite version. Well, it is my favourite version of these. But again, it is quite pricey. They last ages though. But for £3, if this is even remotely similar, then that would be a good dupe, wouldn't it? Also, this looks really nice. Picked up this glossy balm. I got the shade Nude, but even in the shop, I thought it's not really a nude, is it? It's more of a, I suppose, like a pinky colour. Do you know what? This actually feels really quite luxury. It's quite heavy. Not, yeah, what I expected at all. But yeah, the packaging's really nice, like really nice. And it's one of these like stilo type ones. You see what I mean? That's not really a nude, is it? Well, I wouldn't say. And then it's just like a wind up. There, it's got the sticky stuff on it. So like that. I'll give it a little swatch. I'm just curious. But yeah, it's like, is it even coming off? Well, it's quite sheer actually. But yeah, it's like that. Would you call that nude? Because I wouldn't. I think that's more of like a pinky, even pinky red. But yeah, there we go. Nice colour though. And that one was £4. And then the last couple of bits of makeup are, I got this, which reminded me of the Benefit. What's it called? Bounce? Is it Bounce or something? But yeah, so this one here, which is the Ultra Boost Mascara, Volume, Lengthening and Curling in black. Let's have a look at the wand. Oh, it's an hourglass wand. I do actually quite like those. So wand is like that. Primark always do good mascaras. I find that their mascaras are really quite good. Some of my like favourite mascaras have actually been, my favourite brown mascaras from Primark. And I think they still do it now. I did stock up on it though, but that one was like £2.50. Also got this eyeshadow palette, which I think is new. So this one is just in the shade pink. That's all it says. And it was £6. But isn't it pretty? It's a bit hooderish, isn't it? But yeah, really, really nice colours, like pinky purples. I think this is beautiful. So yeah, as I say, all of the makeup that I've just shown you, I will do a full face using that, and then we'll obviously see if it's any good. I'll put that up next week. I won't say what day because I'm not sure, but it will definitely be next week. I saw these really cute little sandals. How adorable are these? I think these are new because I've not seen them before. I think they're stunning, really nice. And the sole in these surprised me because look how thick and squishy it is. And I love a squishy, comfy sole. Even on flats, I find, I don't know if I'm quite heavy footed or something, but I do find my heels when we go out for like long walks still hurt, even with flats on. But yeah, these actually look really quite comfy. And they were £12, which I thought was a really good price as well. They did have different colours. I think they had black, brown maybe, and white. But yeah, I quite like this colour because it just goes with absolutely anything, doesn't it? So we'll go ahead and do the try on haul now. For reference, I am a size UK 14 to 16 and I'm 5'4". So the very first item I picked up is this shirt here, or blouse. I think this is really nice. They did actually have it in trousers as well as like a co-ord, but I don't know, I wasn't so keen on the trousers, at least the shape of them, but the top I really like. So obviously it's in this brown colour and it's in this like, it's not satin, but it looks like satin, and it's like crushed satin. So yeah, no, I just thought it looked really lovely, like an oversized fit as well. And the buttons are covered, you know, like you've got the buttons underneath and then they've got this covering over them. So I picked this one up in a size XL and it was £14, which I thought was pretty good. So here is what this one looks like on. It's very oversized, very oversized. I might actually size down on it to a large. Yeah, as I've said before, I'm kind of like really in between sizes at the moment, and I'm one of these people, I don't pick up the smaller size because I don't feel like I can fit into it. But then I get home and I buy like the size I used to buy, like the bigger size, and it's too big, and then I end up having to take it back. So maybe I just need to bite the bullet. But anyway, yeah, it is very oversized. However, it is a gorgeous top. It's really comfortable, like really nice and airy, perfect for this time of the year, you know, with that, well, it's a bit naff today, but normally with the sun shining. But yeah, it's quite nice on the back as well. It comes just below the bum. And then at the front, it looks slightly cropped. I don't know if it's supposed to be or just because I'm big chested, so it just comes up a bit more at the front. But yeah, it is really quite lovely. It'd be quite nice, actually. Like if I was to tuck it in at the front. Let me try that. Oh, I don't know, actually. I don't know. They're not the best jeans to do it with. They're like, they're just like jegging-y type ones at the top here. But... yeah, I just thought maybe tucked in at the front and then leave it longer at the back. But I don't know, I think that looks a bit half-assed. Yeah, I do prefer it out. But I do think with different, maybe with the trousers that came with it, if you had it tucked in with those, it would look lovely. It's just, as I say, I just didn't like the trousers. But no, as a top in itself, really nice. I am going to keep it. I am just going to size down. So I also picked up this gorgeous mint green top. I would never normally go for this kind of a colour, but I don't know. I just looked at it, the shape, yeah, the design. I just thought it was beautiful. I think it was in possibly pink as well. But no, this one just really appeals to me. I love a peplum. Love a peplum. They hide a multitude of sins. So yeah, we've got a double peplum here, and then this really nice scoop neckline, obviously sleeveless, and the back is actually square. How cute is that? So yeah, this one was actually a really good price. Yeah, £11. I got it in an XL again. Hopefully it will fit. But yeah, how nice. And it's like this sort of, you know, what I call a spring knit, like a thin sort of knit. Oh, I need to size down on this as well. Oh, how annoying, but I love it. This is beautiful. How nice is this? Like the shape, where it sits and everything, like this little double peplum just here, like comes, how flattering is that? Do you know what I mean? It hides all this, so it looks like, it makes me look a lot slimmer. So yeah, it comes to a nice length on the bum, beautiful kind of length here. Oh, this is beautiful, really nice. Yeah, it's just too big. So I'm going to size down on it 100% because I really love this. But yeah, it's quite low on the back. Can you see? So, you know, if you've got a bra on that's a bit higher, obviously you're going to see it. But I do have others. I'll just wear a lower bra with it. Yeah, and again here, but I don't know if that's just because it's a bit loose there. So yeah, but I love it. I think it is absolutely stunning. Such a gorgeous little top. Really nice. Okay, so this is, mind you, this one's got buttons, so we might be all right with this one. But I picked up this little waistcoat top as well, which I thought was really cute. I love, like, when it gets a bit warmer, wearing jeans and just a waistcoat as a top. I just think it looks really nice. So this one, again, is in a size XL, and this was £12. This was really good. And again, they did have the trousers to go with it, but I just like the top. So I'll show you a close-up of the material. It's like this, so it's a bit linen-y, and then obviously with these pinstripes, and then the buttons are like this, so they're a bit kind of tortoiseshell. Oh, this is just annoying. This is really annoying, because again, I love this. Look, it is so flattering again. This is what I love about a waistcoat. They're normally quite cinchy on the waist. So yeah, it is beautiful. But again, it's too big, like around here, like around the sort of the underarms, around here. But the buttons, do you know what I mean? If I come up close, I feel if it was any tighter, I would get gaping. Any other women that have got like big bust problems, should we say, that have this issue in things where they feel they have to size up because obviously they're bigger chested, but then in other areas it's really loose, please reach out to me and give me some advice because I am like at the end of my tether with it. I really am. So yeah, but anyway, I feel I wouldn't be able to size down on it because it would just gape, you know. I'd get like the gapey buttons, which is so annoying because I really, really like it. I don't know, maybe I can like take it in a bit, like here. You can see there, right? Just pinching that little bit and twisting it gives me gape. Maybe it's just the fit of the top, but I do really like it though. Like that at the back. Do you know what I mean? It fits really nice everywhere else. It's just here. Okay, let's move on to this shirt here. So this is stunning quality, absolutely beautiful. It's a really thick denim, which I thought would be quite nice as doubling up as like a springtime jacket, like just to chuck over the top that isn't going to be too hot. So again, it's got this beautiful like sort of shape to it. There's some darting here as well, and obviously long sleeves, but it's like a soft denim, but it is such good quality. It's really nice, like really nice. And this one again, XL, £16. Now I think that's a really good price because we all know that Primark has been going up on the price side lately. But I do feel for the quality of this, £16 is actually really good. Now this fits perfectly, really, really nice. Perfectly on the bust, you know, even though it's got covered buttons again. There's, well, it's hard to show you without making them gape, but there's no gaping on the buttons there. It looks really nice and flattering because, as I say, it's got that kind of shape to it anyway. There's darting at the front and at the back as well. And yeah, and then because it kind of goes like that, it kind of flows out a bit as well. So really, really nice. Really nice. And it fits really nice around here as well. Nice on the sleeves. Oh, I love this. I think this is absolutely beautiful. Why can't they take this shape? Why can't they do a range for basically bigger busted women? Like, do a range for us. Because I'd buy it. But yeah, love this. And as I say, it would double up really nicely as like just an overshirt, like over the top of like a t-shirt or a vest or something in the spring. Well, it is spring, isn't it? But yeah, love it. So the next item or items that I have is actually a co-ord. And this is actually on their advert, on their TV advert. And I saw this, I think it was about 3 weeks ago, you know, and I didn't pick it up because it was still cold. I'll be honest, it was still really cold. And I thought, no, I don't need that yet. So I did pick it up this time, but this is a brilliant price. Although I will say, because of the material, it's quite creasy. I say creasy, not greasy, by the way. So yeah, this is the top half here. Again, the material feels really nice quality. It's quite weighty, but lightweight at the same time. And then it has like this ruched like gathering at the waist here, which I really like. I find that really flattering. And then the back here has a little button. So we've just got a little like keyhole bit just here. Nice puffy ruched sleeves as well. Obviously it's in this cream colour. They didn't have this in other colours. Well, not that I saw anyway. And the top, £12. What a bargain. And then the trousers, these were a bargain as well. They're like this. So elasticated, a very elasticated waist on them actually. And then they're like a balloon trouser. I love a balloon trouser. Absolutely love them. So we've got like a cuffed hem here, which also is elasticated. And they're kind of like wide. And then, as I say, quite ballooned. Oh my gosh, the quality feels so good. So the trousers I picked up in a size 16. Oh, that's more like it. Why can't they bring that back again instead of doing like large, extra large, medium or whatever? And these were £14. That's really, really good. I don't know about this. I don't know. I really loved it like on the hanger, and I loved it when like they showed it on the TV ad and everything. I just don't know. So this is the top, and as I say, normally I find this kind of ruched, what they call this, like puffball hem, really quite flattering on me, because normally I tuck my tops in and I kind of pull it out to do this anyway. But I don't know. I just don't know. I think it's the sleeves, because the sleeves are like it as well. I just feel it's a bit too much like material. Yeah, and also like where it is at the front, it's a little bit cropped. It's not like too cropped. I mean, you can't see any skin, but it kind of, I'm a bit like this. Do you know what I mean? I feel it needs to be a bit more back. Yeah, real shame. The trousers though, I don't know, I think I actually like the trousers, but I don't like the top. So the trousers on the waist are, like, there's loads of room in there. I could have easily gone down to a 14. Yeah, and they also have pockets, which is great. I didn't realise that. And they fit really nicely, actually. You know, as I said, there's loads of room. I mean, they're supposed to be like loose, baggy type trousers. I'll take you down a bit further so you can see the bottom. They're quite long, which I do normally find anyway. But yeah, and I do like how they are like around the foot. If you can imagine, if you've got sandals on and then these like just like hang a little bit over the sandals, I think they'd look really nice. I just feel I need more of a fitted top with them because these are quite a lot of material. I find these and the material of the top as well is a bit too much. I feel I need like one or the other. I either need the top with like a tighter pair of bottoms, like some capri pants or leggings or whatever, and the bottoms with like a little vest top. So they'd actually look really nice, that mint coloured one I tried on earlier actually. But yeah, I think I'm going to return the top and keep the bottoms, you know. So very lastly, I have these items to try on. So I'm going to put these on together because that's kind of why I bought them, intending to wear them together anyway. So the first one is a t-shirt. It's quite basic, quite a basic t-shirt, like a chocolate brown t-shirt, just like this. Really nice quality though, really nice quality. Quite a thick cotton. I want to say cotton. Yeah, they are cotton. £8 for this one. I got this one in a size medium. And then I also picked up this really nice beige skirt, which looks like this. So this one again is elasticated at the back like this, but then the front panel isn't, if you know what I mean. And it's a really nice A-line skirt. I love an A-line skirt. So I think when it's on, it's going to be like a long skirt, like a maxi skirt. But the colour is gorgeous, isn't it? It almost verges on. It's like a cross between beige and khaki. It's like a little bit in between. It's like a little hint of green to it. And the material on this feels really nice as well. It is quite a noisy material, but it actually feels quite thick and really good quality again. And it's got pockets. So this one, again, I picked up in a size XL and it was only £12. Oh, this outfit, like these two together, definitely a bit of me. I love this. So the t-shirt is really nice, you know, as I expected it would be. Nice and oversized, looks really nice on. I'll show you it out before I show you the skirt. So yeah, it's quite a good length. So kind of, you know, a longish sort of t-shirt, but I tuck them in anyway. And this is the skirt. Like, do you know what I mean? The colours go together really nicely. But yeah, it is so nice. Fits really beautifully. Again, there's not loads of room, but there's a good amount of room in there as well. I love that it's kind of straight on the front as well, because sometimes when they're like elasticated all the way around, it can look a bit weird. Whereas it being straight at the front here gives it a bit more structure. And obviously, as I said, we've got pockets as well. Love the shape of it. It falls really nicely. Looks really nice with the top tucked in because it's a thicker sort of material. As I say, it's quite a good quality material. We don't see like all the ruffles from the top being in there as well, which I do often find that you do. But yeah, really nice and kind of, it is floaty, but it's not like overly floaty, if you know what I mean. I just think it's lovely. It's not see-through at all either. No, I just think it's really nice. It comes perfectly in line, like with my ankle. To take you right down. Yeah, as you can see, perfectly in line with my ankle. I think if you were tall, this would still look really nice though. If it was like sort of this kind of length, I think it'd still look like a really nice skirt. It'd be like a bit more of a midi. But yeah, it is so nice. I love it. Really, really lovely. And it's one that you can dress up or down as well. So there we go. There is my Primark haul for April. As I said earlier, I will review that makeup next week for you. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed watching. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean the absolute world to me. If you enjoy watching this video and you would like to see more content from me in the future and you would like to subscribe to my channel. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye.